Hey, are you finding some cool Arduino projects? Then you are in the right place. Here I will show you top 5 robotics project based on Arduino. So hi guys, welcome to another video of Tech Studio. For more videos related to technology, please stay connected with us. The first project is self-balancing robot using stepper motors. Here we use the Arduino Nano HC05 Bluetooth module, A4988 driver and MPU 6050 module. The second one is Bluetooth controlled car. Here we use the Arduino Uno L293D motor driver and HC05 Bluetooth module. The third one is obstacle avoiding robot. Here we use the Arduino Uno ultrasonic sensor and servo SG90. The fourth one is a CNC plotter. Here we use the DVD writers, CNC shield and Arduino Uno. The last one is LED cube. Here we use 512 LEDs, Arduino Uno and 74 HC595 IC. Now let's see how to make these cool Arduino projects one by one. First thing is to set up the structure of the balancing robot. Take all the parts which are required and fix them one by one. Once the structure is ready, you have to make the circuit as per the circuit diagram shown on the screen. Here you can see I already complete the circuit. Take a quick look at the components that I used to make the circuit. I recommend you to use Arduino Nano for this project. And don't forget to put the capacitors of 100 microfarad in the circuit. Take the circuit and fix it in the robot. After everything is done, connect the stepper motors to the circuit. At last, fix the wheels in the motors. Connect the LiPo battery in the circuit. Now connect the Arduino with your computer and follow the steps what I do. Open your Google Chrome and search the following keyword. Go to the first website. Now you have to download the zip file. So click on download and then download zip. Extract the zip file and you will get a new folder. Now open the folder and delete the first 3 files. Also make sure that the name of the folder contains the Arduino file must be same with the name of the Arduino file. Now open the Arduino code. Select the port and the Arduino type. Come to config.h. And set the current axis according to the orientation of MPU 6050. Here I set the pitch. If your orientation of MPU 6050 is different, then you can set the roll. Here you can set the motor speed and the target angle. Also you have to set the baud rate of your Bluetooth module 115200. If you don't know how to change the baud rate of Bluetooth module, then watch my previous videos. Now upload the code to the Arduino. Once you upload the code, take your smartphone and download this application. Open the application and follow the steps what I do. Place the balancing robot on a level surface and do the calibration. Once the calibration is done, click on the three dots at the top right corner and then click on Advance. Click on Untested. Now you see the option Model Control. Click on it and run your robot. Firstly, take this 4-gear DC motor and solder the wires in the motor. Take a wooden board like this and fix the DC motors at the 4 corners of the board. Now take the wheels and connect them in the shaft of the DC motors. Now you have to make the circuit as per the circuit diagram shown on the screen. Take the Arduino Uno and fix it in the middle of the car. Again, take the L293D motor driver SIM and put it on the Arduino Uno. Now connect the 4 DC motors in the motor driver. At last, take the Bluetooth module AC05. Connect the RX and TX of Bluetooth module to the TX and RX of Arduino. Connect the VCC pin of the Bluetooth module to the plus 5V pin of the motor driver. Connect the ground pin of the Bluetooth module to the ground pin of the motor driver. Now take a LiPo battery of 7.4V and give the power supply to the motor driver. Connect the Arduino with your computer and follow the steps what I do. Go to your Arduino IDE software and open the following code. Go to the tools and select the port and the Arduino type. Now upload the code to the Arduino. Once you upload the code, take your smartphone and download this application. Open the application and connect the car with your phone. Now give the instruction from your phone and run the car. Firstly, take this 4-gear DC motor and solder the wires in the motor. Take a wooden board like this and fix the DC motors at the 4 corners of the board. Now take the wheels and connect them in the shaft of the DC motors. Now you have to make the circuit as per the circuit diagram shown on the screen. Take the Arduino Uno and fix it in the middle of the car. Again take the L293D motor driver shield and put it on the Arduino Uno. Now connect the 4 DC motors in the motor driver. Once you connected the motor, take the servo SG90 and fix it in the front side of the robot. Then connect the servo with the motor driver. Now take the ultrasonic sensor and connect the pins of the ultrasonic sensor with the pins of the motor driver. Connect the VCC pin to the plus 5 volt pin of the motor driver. Connect the ground pin to the ground pin of the motor driver. At last, connect the trigger pin with A0 and echo pin with A1 of the Arduino. Now take a LiPo battery of 7.4 volt and give the power supply to the motor driver. Connect the Arduino with your computer and follow the steps what I do. Go to your Arduino IDE software and open the following code. Go to the tools and select the port and the Arduino type. Finally, upload the code to the Arduino. firstly take the Arduino Uno and fix it on the CNC machine. After this, take the CNC shield and then you have to short these 3 pins. Here you can see we already shorted these pins. Just like the similar way, you have to short these pins and then fix the CNC shield on the Arduino. Now take the stepper motor driver A4988 and fix it in the CNC shield. Always remember that the potentiometer of the motor driver must be facing inside the CNC shield. Here in the CNC shield, you can see there is a mark of X-axis and Y-axis. And in the machine, the motor of the upper side is considered as X-axis and the motor of the base is considered as Y-axis. Now connect the stepper motors of X-axis and Y-axis in the given slot of CNC shield. Now you have to connect the servo in the CNC shield. In the shield you can see this is plus 5 volt pin, this is ground pin and this one is plus Z pin. Take these 3 jumper wires and connect the servo pins in the CNC shield. Connect the positive pin of the servo with the plus 5 volt pin. Connect the negative pin of the servo with the ground pin. Connect the signal pin of the servo with the plus Z pin. After everything is done, connect the Arduino with your computer and then give a 5 volt DC supply to the CNC shield. Open the Benbox software and follow the steps what I do. Firstly, go to the left corner and select the language. Then click here and choose the COM port and the Arduino type and then choose the firmware. Now click here and upload the firmware. After it, click in the close button. Then go to the right side and click on the 3 bars and follow the steps. Firstly, you have to select the COM port and then here are some settings which you have to do as per your motor type and construction. After this, come to the carb mode and select outline and then select the servo. Now in this page you have to do the same as I do. Define the step pin of X-axis 2 and Y-axis 3. After it, define the direction pin of X-axis 5 and Y-axis 6. Then you have to set up the PPM as per your motor type. Now we have to define the servo pins 11 and 0. After all the setup, select a picture from the gallery and click on the run button. In this way, you can choose any picture from your gallery and then run the CNC. Now the CNC will draw the same picture that I have in the computer screen. So firstly friends, you have to take a board and now you have to draw a square of 17.5 centimeter. So here you can see friends, the each sides are 17.5 centimeter. So here this side and this sides are each are 17.5 centimeter. And after making these big squares, you have to make a small square of 2.5 centimeter. Here you can see these sides are 2.5 centimeter, each sides are 2.5 centimeter. Okay. So friends, after draw this figure, you have to make the holes in the each point of intersection. So we have to make the holes in the each points. So for this friends, you have to take a scissor and now you have to make the holes by the help of this scissor. So here you can see friends, we make the holes in the each points. Okay, so in this way you have to make total 64 holes. Okay, so after making the holes, you have to take these 64 LEDs and now you have to check the LEDs it is fine or not. So firstly friends, we take a LED and now we have to check it by a 3-volt lithium battery. Okay, so here you can see friends, this is the LED and the bigger pin is positive pin and the shorter pin is negative pin. So now we simply check it by the help of this lithium battery. So here you can see. So in the similar way you have to check the other LEDs it is fine or not. Okay. So after checking all the LEDs, you have to take one LEDs and you have to simply place the LEDs on these holes. Okay, so you have to take one by one LEDs and you have to place the LEDs in these holes. Okay, so I take this LED and simply place it. So here you can see friends, we place all the 64 LEDs in these holes. Okay, after placing all the LEDs, you have to bend the negative pin of the LEDs. Okay, so we firstly bend the negative pins of the LEDs in this way. So now you can see friends, we banned all the negative pins of the LEDs. Here you can see friends. So friends, after bending the negative pins, you have to take this copper wire and now you have to remove the insulation of the copper wire. Okay. So here you can see friends, we remove the insulation of this copper wire and now we have to soldering this copper wire with the negative pins of the LEDs. Okay. So now you have to take this copper wire and you have to place the copper wire in the first row of these LEDs. So here you can see friends, we place this copper wire to the first row of these LEDs and now we have to solder this. So here you can see friends, we make the soldering of the negative pins of the first row and here in the similar way you have to make the soldering of the others row. Okay. So now friends, we check the LEDs by the help of a battery. So now you can see friends, we soldering all the rows and also we cut the extended portions of the negative pins. So friends, our first layer is complete. Now in the similar way you have to make other 7 layers. Okay. So now friends, you can see we make all the 8 layers. Okay. So here you can see these are the layers. So friends, after completing the 8 layers, you have to draw this square. Okay. So friends, like the previous one, you have to again draw this square. Here you can see friends, all the sides are 17.5 centimeter, and you have to again draw the small square of 2.5 centimeter. Here you can see the small squares are of 2.5 centimeter. So friends, after draw this square, you have to make the holes in these points. Here you can see you have to make the holes in these points. Okay, so in the similar way you have to make 64 holes again. So now you can see friends, we make all the 64 holes. Okay, so friends, after making these holes, you have to put these copper wires in these holes. Okay, you have to take all the copper wires and you have to just simply put it in these holes. Okay. So here you can see friends, we place all the 64 pins in these holes. Okay, and we also place the two LED layers. Okay, here you can see, and in this similar way you have to place total 8 layers. Okay, remember friends, you have to connect the positive pins of the LEDs with these pins. Okay, you have to connect all the positive pins with these 64 pins. So friends, you can see we complete the cube. Here you can see all the 8 layers are connected. Here this is the 8 layers, you can see friends. Remember friends, you have to connect the positive pins of the LED to these 64 columns, and these horizontal layers are for negative pins. Okay. So friends, after completing the cube, you have to connect the wires with the 64 pins. Okay, so here you can see. So here you can see friends, we connect the 64 pins with these wires. Okay, you can see. And in the similar way you have to also connect the wires. Okay. So now you can see friends, the cube is completely ready. And here you can see friends, all the 8 layers are placed one by one. So after completing the cube, you have to make the circuit, okay. So now friends, it's time for connect the circuit. To connect the circuit, we need this IC bases. Here you can see these are the IC base, and we need 64 resistance of 220 ohm, and we need also the shift resistor 74 HC595, and we also need the transistor PN222A. Here is the transistor. So friends, after finishing the circuit, you have to again take this cube, and now you have to connect all the layers, okay. So here you can see friends, we connect all the layers to the circuit, okay. So here you can see friends, the most upper layer is the layer 1, and this is layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, layer 6, layer 7 and layer 8, okay. In this way you have to connect all the layers to the circuit, okay. So friends, after connecting all the layers to the circuit, you have to take one Arduino Uno. So here you can see, this is Arduino Uno, and you have to connect the digital pins of the Arduino to the circuits, okay. So friends, according to the circuit, we have to connect the pin 11 of this 74 IC to the pin 13 of the Arduino, okay. So here you can see, we connect the pin 13 of the Arduino to the pin 11 of the 74 IC, okay. And again we have to connect the pin 14 of 74 IC to the pin 11 of the Arduino, okay. And then we have to take the pin 12 of the 74 IC and we have to connect with the pin 10 of the Arduino. And at last we have to take the pin 8 of the Arduino and we have to connect this pin 8 with a switch, okay. Here is the push button switch, you have to simply connect it. So friends, our connection to the Arduino is complete, and now we have to upload the code to the Arduino, okay. So friends, now you have to open your Arduino IDE software, and after this you have to write this following code, okay? And after writing this code you have to simply upload this code to your Arduino, okay? So now you have to connect your Arduino to your PC. So here you can see friends, we connect the Arduino to the PC, and now you have to select the tools, and then you have to select the port, okay? So after selecting the port you have to go to the upload option, and you have to simply upload this code to your Arduino. So here you can see friends, the uploading is done, and now you have to remove the Arduino from your PC. So friends, after uploading the code to the Arduino, you have to give the separate supply to the cube and the Arduino, okay? So you have to give a 5-volt supply to the cube, and also you have to give a 5-volt supply to the Arduino, okay? So here is the pins for giving the supply to the cube. So you have to give the 5-volt DC supply to the cube, and you have to give a 5-volt supply to the Arduino also, okay?